Attention, Mr. Jeff Lloyd, Ministry of Education. Gerard Darwell here. I am becoming wary of this policy position that the government is taking with the reopening of schools, and that our kids will have to be going on a shift system. I applaud you that you have the best consultants, the access to the best consultants in the world. Let's sit down and think about this thoroughly. The average Bahamian home, the parents have to go to work. Who's going to be there with the kids in case of any technical difficulties, or the kids have to call to a call center to fix any issues that they have going on? I would say this. For primary school, instead of putting them on a shift system, let's utilize all of our gymnasiums and the national stadium, develop a busing system that could get all of the grades, and forget schools, forget the names of schools now, and let's just have a centralized grade 1 through 6 program. Grade 7 through 12, I feel like instead of putting them on a shift system at home, let's engage and let's put this extra money to BTVI. Let BTVI start training our kids from grade 7 into technical phases in life. uh, Half of the class that go to maths, the next half in grade 7 would go to electrical, or electrical and carpentering, or electrical carpentering and auto mechanics. Let's think outside the box when it comes to our darlings. Um, we face a plight in the inner city, and, well, generally the entire Bahamas, whereas access to Wi-Fi. If we could have a standardized Wi-Fi system set up with a public-private partnership, you go to the IDB, get some money to set up the infrastructure. But my fear is that when I look at it, we want to target, we need to know who all needs Wi-Fi. And just looking at students on the lunch program is not fulfilling enough, because most of my Bahamians are prideful. And even though 100% of persons who attend government schools need to be on the food service program, the fact is that the majority of persons on the food program, the lunch program, are Haitian Bahamians. Our parents, the Bahamian parents, they sacrifice to no ends to make sure that their kids can be able to go to school with lunch. So just looking at that in itself may not be the best fit. Even if we could get corporate partnerships to pay for the Wi-Fi to the NOD system, how NOD asks you to watch a 30-second commercial in order to have access to the internet, I feel like that is fine. But the problem in that comes into who's going to supervise these kids while they're home. There's no infrastructure set up for this to be done thoroughly. It's all right if you play with my life, but our kids are the future. We cannot play with them. I implore you to think about this. Think about the solutions that I put forward, and see how we could be able to better strategize, because the kids need supervision. The parents are not going to be paid to be our teachers' assistants when they have to, forego making extra income in order to stay home to make sure that their children get a qualified education. So if we look at 7 to 12, the kids that go to math, split the math class in half, and those that go to math take up a technical course and take the monies that you intend to use and put it in bolster BTVI, so that BTVI can start training our kids in trade jobs from grade 7. 1 through 6, you use them, put them on a busing program, utilize all of our gymnasiums for social distancing, use even the stadium if you must. The stadium has a lot of seats, and you use a centralized program with all of the ministry professionals, and let's get this thing done, man. We still have some time. Let's put these plans together to secure better Bahamas. Just a simple word of advice from your very own Gerard David, Mr. Pinewood. Let's come up with solutions that could be able to better the Bahamas and our young dollars moving forward.